What's up? It's your boy B Titty. You are now tuned in to the comedy culture. Alright, so we sitting in my car. I got a special topic I want to go over with you people. Alright, got a special topic we want to go over. It's addressing new comedians when they start off doing stand-up comedy, right? You start off doing stand-up comedy. A little bit about myself before I go into this to show y'all that I'm kind of qualified to speak on this subject. Alright, I've been doing stand-up comedy for about 7 years now. I'm out of Cleveland, Ohio. Alright, I done performed at big places. I performed at the Improv. I did the Comedy Zones, some colleges. You name it. I've been doing a lot right now recently, featuring, sometimes headlining, out of town, working my home club at Cleveland Improv. So I think I'm pretty certified to speak on this situation, to speak on this topic. New comedians, all right? So I got some notes right here, some stuff. I wrote it down. I'm actually, I did my homework for y'all. All right? So I got some stuff that I want to talk to y'all about. All right, first thing I want to talk to you about, you can tell when somebody about to drop some knowledge when they say, so boom. All right, so boom, the first thing I want to talk to y'all about, I took some notes. All right, so I got some topics that I want to go over. All right, so your first time after getting off stage, right? You get off stage, it's your first time performing. You got that adrenaline rush, right? You feel like you finally did it, right? Now you addicted to the game. You addicted to it. All right, the first mistake that we make as first-time comics, right, is we go to social media, we change our names to comedian whatever, right? I did it, we all do it, right? But I'm here, I'm your friend. I'm gonna tell you the shit that you shouldn't do and you should do, all right? So don't do that. The OGs hate that. You look stupid, all right? I remember I did it, and I forget who it was, man. It might have been my big homie Nelson Davis, or it might have been a comic that I was on. I was at the Comedy Zone with, and he was like, don't put comedian in your name on your social media, right? I'm like, but I'm a comedian. Why would I want people to know? He was like, because if you are what you are, people gonna know it. He was like, you don't see actors putting actor Michael B. Jordan or actor this or singer this in the name, right? They are who they are. If it's you, it's you. So don't do that, all right? So I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all got that in your name, take it out. If you're a comedian, if it's meant to be, you keep doing it, you stick at it. People are going to know you for that, right? They going to know you for that, all right? And also, you only been doing comedy a fucking hour. So you not no comedian yet, right? So that's my first advice to y'all, all right? Take that off. All right, so you perform for the first time, right? You get off stage, you got your best friend come and record your set and stuff like this. The first thing we want to do, I did it, y'all. That's why I'm telling y'all this. I did it. The first thing you want to do is post your footage to social media. Don't do it. It's horrible. It's terrible. The vets are looking at it like, what are you doing? Right? You get the material. This is how people looking at it. Hold up. This is how people looking at your material when you post it. Like, don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. All right? I'm gonna tell you why. There's two reasons. The first reason is you're not developed yet. You don't have a set, right? All you doing is just speaking the stuff that's in your mind. You don't know how to really organize it. You don't know how to really put it in a stand-up format, all right? So that's the first thing. And then secondly, when you get more advanced, you're gonna look back and you're gonna hate all that material. All that material gonna be horrible to you. You're gonna be like, why did I post this? I went back 2 years ago and I deleted every video I ever had on YouTube, on Facebook, on anything, because each year you get more developed. All right, so don't post your material to social media. I'm not saying don't post some snippets, some bits. Sometimes you get like a 30-second clip where you had like a hard laugh and it's funny, or you freestyle some stuff. That's cool, but don't be posting your whole 6-minute stand-up set, your whole 5-minute step. Like, it's horrible, trust me. Right now you looking at it like, oh, this that shit, and we looking at it like that's shit. All right, another thing. All right, your first show, the first time you perform, you're going to invite a lot of people to come see you perform, right? You're going to invite a lot of friends, a lot of family, right? People that know you. That's cool. You excited. I did it. I did it. I'm telling you. All right. I used to have people coming to my shows. Every time I performed, they came out, right? Now, there's a couple bad things that happens from this, right? The first thing is you're not stepping out your comfort zone. So you're not growing because these people know you. They know when you're trying to be funny. They know when you're trying to make somebody laugh. That's the main thing in stand-up, right? And that's the hardest thing in stand-up is you performing in front of strangers who never met you, right? And you got to figure out in a split second on how to make them know your comedic timing when you're trying to be funny, right? It's a science in that, all right? So when you perform in front of your friends and family, you don't develop that, all right? And then you always gonna think that you did good, right? Your friends and family don't really want to tell you, hey, that was some bullshit, right? They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna gas every joke that you said, right? A lot of your jokes don't have punchlines. They gassing it, right? You don't develop. You don't grow from doing that. You want to step out your comfort zone. You want to perform in front of people who don't know you, who never seen you perform. That's when you're gonna get the true, like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're gonna get the true assessment of how your set went, all right? So that's just another thing that, another don't. Your first 2 shows, maybe have people come out, but after that, stop inviting people to your shows, right? Stop inviting people. You're not developed yet. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to you. You to perform, all right? You performed a couple times, right? You've been doing stand-up 3 weeks, all right? 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, or whatever, right? And now people see you do stand-up that know you, that have businesses, that have establishments, and they want to book you for these events, right? Now, I don't know people's situation. You can charge, get paid for your worth or whatever like that, but you shouldn't charge people when you first start off, right? You shouldn't, because it's your first time. You're not developed yet. You're not developed. And a lot of people want to charge and they try to come in this and they try to hustle. I take this very serious. Like, you shouldn't be trying to hustle. There's not no quick come up, right? You got to take it serious. You got to want to do this, right? If you're looking forward to make money, get out of it now. Because all you're going to do is burn yourself out, and you're going to be, in a way, you're going to be doing shows that you shouldn't be doing, that it probably should have went to somebody that's more seasoned than you, right? So what I used to do, one of the things I used to do when I first started off was I didn't charge people, right, for the first show. Somebody never seen me perform, or whatever like that, word of mouth, I didn't charge people for my, for the first show. If I performed and I did great and they wanted to bring me back, then I would start charging. Once I started getting more credentials under my belt, I started traveling. And when I say traveling, I mean, sometimes you get these little comedy agencies that send you to these places, to feature and stuff like that, sell merch. That's how you make a lot of your money. But like featuring and stuff like that, to where I felt like I know I'm gonna bring it every time and I'm a professional at this now, then you want to start charging, right? Because it's the worst thing you could do is charge somebody and you're not even developed yet. Like, be real with yourself when it comes to this comedy stuff. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people in comedy. They don't keep it real with themselves. They blame everybody for not being funny. Like, it's you. It's your job to figure out how to be funny. All right. So I wouldn't recommend charging right out the gate. If somebody give you $20 for open mic, $10, $50, that's cool. But y'all talking about $200, $300. Y'all want to get y'all own comedy night. Like, you're not developed enough to do that yet, right? Be like Joel and B say, man, trust the process. All right, so I'm gonna put these last 2 together, right? Developing a set is still a material. All right, so let's go with still a material first. All right, a big no. I'm talking about if you seen it somewhere, don't use it. Us comics, we are comics. Every comic we comics. We know all these jokes. We know all these other comedians. We know stolen material. We know it. Don't think you about to pull a fast one and you just seen some shit that we done seen all of it. Some of us love comedy, right? We on the same social media pages. Don't come on here doing memes that you just seen. We know it. It's not respected, man. People not going to work with you. People going to not want to be around you because you're still a material. All right. Secondly, developing a set. All right. This is very important. What a lot of comics do when they first start off is every week they want to do a new set, which is perfectly fine, right? That's one of the things that's one of the things I like about being a new comic is you're so excited that you want to create, but you have to do a thing where it's called develop a set, all right? Because when your set becomes your resume, your set becomes your audition every time. right? I used to get a lot of my shows in the beginning because I treated every open mic like a real show. I wrote my set down. I knew exactly what jokes I was going into. I practiced before I started the show, and then I went and I performed and I delivered my jokes like I had been doing them for years, right? But you got to develop a set. The first thing you got to learn how to do is you got to learn how to tell a story, right? You have to learn how to do your setup, okay? You got to have to learn how to do a punchline, right? You have to develop those material, right? Sometimes you'll come up with a joke that you might not be ready for, right? Put it to the side. Don't throw it away. You might not be able to write that joke right then and there. It's a lot of jokes I went back and got from years ago that I'm like, I know how to write this now, right? So you have to learn how to develop your set. Some jokes, it might take 3-4 years before it's at its final form, right? I remember like one of my funniest bits people love before is the McDonald bit. When I first started, that joke was a one-liner. It wasn't a bit. It was 2 jokes. It was two one-liners, right? And now it's a 10-15 minute story. All right. So you have to develop the material, right? When you go and perform, record yourself. Don't post the shit, like I said, right? But record it. Look back at it, right? See what joke had the hardest laugh, right? That joke, you like, cool, I'm gonna keep this one, right? I'm gonna keep working on the other ones. Every time you go and perform, whichever new joke you get that get a harder laugh, put it aside. Then you get 5 or 6 jokes that get a hard laugh. That's 5 or 6 minutes of material that you have. So now if you do get booked for an event or something like that, guess what jokes you doing? You doing those jokes of the 5 previous shows you did, each joke that got a hard laugh. That's how you develop material. Then after that, you take those and you see how far can I stretch this joke? All right. How far can I stretch it? How many layers can I add to it? That's gonna come with time, right? But don't be in a hurry to always create new material. You want to develop a set as well, all right? So you have to take pride in that stuff. Write down everything, record yourself, all right? So that's it for the video. Like I said, I'm your boy B Titty, man. The comedy culture. We out.